What would you say to Christians who are perhaps fearful that going down this road is somehow just to advocate a social action gospel, or are concerned that it's going to take primacy over preaching the word, or are concerned that perhaps people like you, people like the Institute, are trying to put in place some sort of Christian state, just moralism? What would you say to people who are fearful of going down some of those routes?
Well, first of all, there is a very big difference between the social action of the gospel and the social gospel. I don't advocate the social gospel. And what I mean by that is a gospel that effectively is so diluted that it becomes either liberalism or socialism or some other form of ism, moralism, and so on. So it's very important that we distinguish between the appropriate social action of the gospel and the social gospel. The social gospel is not the way I would seek the church to go. But in terms of the social action of the gospel, the gospel does have implications. The gospel has implications for individuals, of course. The gospel also has implications for society. And we're enjoined in Scripture to pray for our leaders, to pray for our governments. And actually, in Scripture, government is a divine institution. And Calvin wrote about the role of government as something that should encourage the flourishing of society, not just protection against evil, but it's both those things, really. So I think there is a proper place for a healthy social responsibility of the gospel, both in moral terms and social terms. But I don't think that's an ism. I don't think it's socialism. I don't think it's humanism. I think it's simply the holistic and wholeness of the gospel. And of course, one of the great things about Shaftesbury was that he never lost that tenacity for the proclamation of the faith. And I think what we need to do today in the contemporary church is help people understand we need both of those things. We need the proclamation of the Christian gospel, and we need to recognise that that gospel will affect God's world in which we live.